Hello, my name is Lena B. Rosemond. I'm from Greenville, South Carolina. I am a teen poet, and they call me Savory Soul. Why is it that I can see the world so clearly, but I'm asked why so much negativity? Here's your answer. I don't pretend like I don't see what's in front of me. I'm welcome to a world where the only things that haven't been discovered aren't born yet. As ugly as their names may be, I'm sorry that I'm not sorry. They haven't been thought yet. The box you keep trying to think out of just keeps getting wider and longer. They haven't been in reach just yet. Might make it to Mars, but there's always that little voice saying, if we get that far. I'm a realist, and I'm not saying that to keep it 300. I actually look up and see what's coming. Know what's behind me to keep myself from relearning the mistakes of my ancestors and around me to stay connected to the present tense. You're looking at me like I'm speaking some other language. Fiddling with the remote, messing with the captions, and accidentally changed it to Spanish. The marble we live on is too broad for a worldwide understanding. Proving ignorance isn't based on a person's appearance. It goes way back before our parents' parents. Only the strong survived in, but someone has brought back that trend. Circles never end, and it seems my generation has started the cycle again. Look at the mid-20th century's history. Harsh upbringings and 18-year-olds rebelling of the 60s. Barely trusting parents and sneaky teens of the 80s, they are now raising babies. Not a wild child of the 60s realize the world isn't that big of a mystery, and working for the man keeps him from a homeless misery. Raising a child on his drug haze, memory of his unappreciated childhood, not saying baby girl or boy could, but he or she would. They had the kid from the 80s, who had a few members who ignored the hand spankings and had a baby, in a way planted a seed for this generation's teen pregnancy. Nowadays, people don't want to be parents with responsibilities, but people who aren't smart enough to use a Jimmy. Honestly, have you ever seen such stupidity? I know a guy with 7 and counting babies, and his excuse is, I got away with the ladies. Ready to be a man, but haven't put in the right type of work. Women wanting unconditional love, but haven't found their own self-worth, and for all you holy and sanctified people, they can't get every answer from that certain money-grubbing church. Like my grandpa say, you got to build your church in your own 4 walls. Front, back, and side to side with your hands sprawled over the holy spine. Now, somehow in the confusion between responsibilities and Billy partying without her Jimmy, little Lisa had a baby. Man, babies having babies. I know her parents were explicit words for crazy, but wait. Obviously, there's no one there to dictate. There's no man to conjugate, and there's no mama to show what a lady makes. It's kind of scary to think we're going back before Little House on a Prairie, doing a wife's job but not married, all because someone's father wasn't their daddy. And some horny little boy was all but willing to be her tissue if more came off than just his shoes, leaving that little girl wondering just maybe if I keep this baby. But not realizing she's setting this child up to follow in her father's certain footsteps, because most cases daddy don't come back with cigarettes. And don't get me started on, I'm grown. All of a sudden, you're grown. Baby girl, if you were grown right now, you be at home. And son, you be working, not watching these hoochies twerking. If you were grown, you would know what you had to do it, and I wouldn't have to clue you into it. And I know somebody going, dang, I should have brought Kiara to this. I'm guessing she'd rather have an opinion of a stranger than a biased family member. I know that feeling. It's like having a Twitter page with 20K followers. Try to tell her the truth, but no matter how sugar-coated, it still bothers her. Social networks. They're the diary of the modern girl. For most that rules their world is somewhere to find someone who will listen. Each like and comment giving the confidence the person was missing. So into the internet, the family worries where her real friends at. Last time she checked, they didn't think she was cool because she hadn't developed yet. Sticks and stones may break bones, but the Bible proves that words are powerful. Some don't think before they speak, and they begin to pick on the meek, and when the meek decide to show they aren't weak, those billies melt against the solid metal heat. You're worrying about how guns got in the schools instead of finding a reason for bringing it. People aren't born hating the world around them, but are raised, but they grew into the monster their social environments pushed them to be. And if you think I'm wrong, don't come at me. I'm here to tell you what I see. I see Nicole neglecting her baby. I see Darnell missing out on baby girl Daisy. I see 27 fresh souls in the clouds. I see all the good in the bad to loud. I see everyone's racism, even if it's mild. I see people living by YOLO but recklessly dying solo. It's a modern day midlife crisis. Humans don't realize how fast life can pass before their eyes. Spent too long being someone's little drone, and then they want to be an opinionated individual. An opinion is like a suggestion. And just because you're an opinionated individual doesn't mean you make the final decision. People are under the assumption that their opinion is the best way to function, but total power leaves room for corruption. Self-gain over mortality. Every day I wake up to the reality where the dumbasses around me don't know who rules politically. Not in college because they don't have the act. I'm a Snuggleopolis. Never let them feel accomplishment. She passed them by. Sort of like me with my misunderstanding of teen pregnancy, giving up on parenting and failure of prosperity. Now, I never thought when I was asked this question that I spent almost 5 minutes up here flushing out my system of what's wrong with this world. Knowing I've never been a one-word girl, an opinionated misunderstanding is my assumption as an opinionated individual.